Welcome to Sports News Today. Tonight, the wife and family of Diogo Jota have joined Liverpool players at his funeral after he, along with his brother, were killed in a car crash in Spain.
England's defence of their European title gets off to a damaging start with defeat by France in their heavyweight group stage clash in Zurich.
And English cricketers have been swept aside as India level the series at 1-1. Diogo Jota's wife and family have been joined by Liverpool players for the funeral of the footballer and his brother in Portugal following their death in a car crash in Spain.
The father of three, who married his long-term partner Ruth Cardos 11 days prior to the accident, died alongside his brother Andre Silva after a Lamborghini they were travelling in burst into flames following a suspected tyre blowout.
The coffins of Jota and Silva were carried into Igreja Matriz de Gondomar Church in the town of Gondomar near Porto on Saturday morning, followed by mourners.
A church bell tolled and crowds applauded as the brothers' coffins were carried into the church, followed by mourners, some with their arms around each other.
Others seen arriving at the church included Reds manager Arne Slot, captain Virgil van Dijk, and teammates including Andy Robertson, Conor Bradley, Ryan Gravenberch, Cody Gakpo, Curtis Jones, Darwin Núñez, and Joe Gomez.
People held service sheets featuring pictures of both brothers, the largest of which showing Jota smiling in his Liverpool FC shirt and making a heart sign with his hands.
Portugal's President Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa and Prime Minister Luis Montenegro were in attendance, as well as Jota's agent.
England's defence of their European title got off to a damaging start with a 2-1 defeat by France in their heavyweight group stage match in Zurich.
Widely considered England's toughest game of Group D, this was always going to be a test for Sarina Wiegman's side, and they were not up to the task.
Despite a strong few minutes at the start and a sprinkling of magic from Chelsea forward Lauren James, fit enough to make the starting 11, the Lionesses struggled to trouble France for large parts of their Euro 2025 opener.
They thought they had taken the lead when Alicia Russo fired in a rebound from Lauren Hemp's saved shot, but it was ruled out by the video assistant referee for an offside against Beth Mead in the build-up.
From that moment on, it was all France, and they deservedly took the lead through Marie-Antoinette Katoto, poking home from close range after 36 minutes.
Chelsea forward Sandy Baltimore doubled the lead 3 minutes later, and England looked unlikely to recover until a late lifeline when Kira Welsh's excellent 87th minute long range strike sailed into the top corner.
Rallied by Welsh's second international goal in 88 matches, the Lionesses put late pressure on France in stoppage time, but could not find a crucial equaliser.
England now has to beat the Netherlands in order to remain in the tournament. Otherwise, they're coming home with nothing. Jamie Smith offered admirable final day resistance, but India's superb bowlers completed a thumping 336-run victory over England in the second test at Edgbaston to level the series at 1-1.
The hosts largely put aside their attacking instincts, ignoring their target of 608, but were bowled out for 271 with 27 overs left on day 5 as they attempted to salvage a draw.
In a fine spell of seam bowling after heavy morning rain, Akash Deep had Ollie Pope playing onto his stumps in the third over and then produced a wicked nip backer to pin Harry Brook leg before wicket for 23.
After Ben Stokes fell in the final over before lunch, ending a partnership lasting 115 balls with Smith, England's wicketkeeper threw some counter-punches to follow his first innings 184 not out with 88.
But having hit 4 sixes, he holed out on the hook to give the irresistible Deep his first 5-wicket haul in his 8th test.
Amid a sea of Indian support, Deep took the final wicket of Bryden Cast to finish with 6 to 99 and 10 in the match.
India, whose chances were doubted after England's fine win in Headingley last week, leaves Birmingham with their first Test victory at Edgbaston at the 9th attempt. It also brilliantly sets up the remainder of the series, which continues at Lord's later in the week. That's sports news today for this week. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, have a nice day, and see you later for 60 seconds and tomorrow evening for the news bulletin.